There's a spiritual teacher named Bashar who claims to have a formula for you that if you follow will give you a life that is perfect for you. So step one, what is this magical formula?
Everything you need to know is this. Truly, this. Whatever options are available to you at any given moment, choose the one that contains more excitement than any other, even if it's just a little bit more. Act on it to the best of your ability, taking it as far as you can until you can take it no further. Do this with integrity. Do this with absolutely no assumption, no insistence on what the outcome ought to be or how it should look or how you should get there whatsoever. When you do that three-part formula, act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability with no insistence on the outcome, you open up and activate the kit, the toolkit of excitement. The toolkit contains everything you need to be supported in life in whatever form it needs to come in, the driving engine that moves you through life, the organizing principle of synchronicity that allows you to do what you need to do when you need to do it in perfect timing, in perfect order. It becomes the path of least resistance that allows you to flow through your life effortlessly. It becomes the path that connects you to all other expressions of your excitement, even if they don't look like they're connected on the surface. It's the excitement that tells you that they are. And it becomes the reflective mirror that reveals to you anything within your consciousness that might be out of alignment with that excitement, so that you can identify those definitions that don't work for you and let them go and add their energy to your excitement and continue to expand. And then any circumstance whatsoever, any situation whatsoever that arises from those actions, no matter how it looks, if you give it a positive meaning, you will only get a positive and beneficial effect, regardless of how the situation may have originated, regardless of anyone else's opinion or experience in that situation. That's it. That's all you need to know.
That is the formula. Follow your highest excitement in every moment with no expectation of the outcome, taking it as far as you can in every moment. Step one, follow your highest excitement in every moment. This is different than the controversial and somewhat vague career advice you might hear when people are just saying, like, follow your passion to get the job that you want, to get your dream career. This is different, right? This is Bashar saying, in every moment right now, look at the options that you have available to you. You could go to the beach. You could read a book. You could go clean your room. Whatever the options are, tune in to whichever option contains the most excitement and then take action on that thing. So there are a lot of sneaky ways that our mind can impose expectations upon our highest excitement that where we talk ourselves out of following our highest excitement, right? But that's a key component, is we have to follow our highest excitement with zero expectation of what the outcome is going to be. And taking that excitement as far as we can then take it until we can take it no further. Do your best, basically, is what that means. Do your best to go as far with it as you can until something else pops up that's more exciting. For example, you go to the beach. You get to the beach. You're there. You're like, this was my highest excitement? Great. What now? Then you copy and paste the process all over again, and you say, okay, I could build a sandcastle. I could jump in the ocean. I could eat the snack that I brought with me. I could go up to that random group of people that look like they're having fun over there playing beach volleyball, and I could introduce myself and see if I can play with them. And then you just do that over and over and over. And that is how Bashar says that we live the most accelerated, perfect life for us individually. Why does this work? This gets into Bashar's view of the nature of reality, because Bashar says that time is not linear.
The idea of time is this. Time is a side effect. Space and time are side effects of what we talked about a few moments ago. Your consciousness shifts through motionless, timeless, static, parallel reality frames billions of times per second. That shifting of your consciousness through those frames you call parallel realities creates the experience you call space-time.
A perfect analogy for this is in the theater, you have reels of still frames that spin past the projector so quickly that you don't even notice that the movie is a bunch of still frames because it just looks like a fluid movie, right? He's saying that physical reality works the same way, that our consciousness is experiencing a different still configuration of particles every instant, trillions of times per second, that creates the illusion of this fluid, linear experience. So that's one element. The other element is that the fundamental nature of our reality is consciousness.
So what we are saying is, you don't exist in physical reality, you are physical reality. It is you. It's just an extension of your consciousness. It's just an experience in your consciousness. When you recognize fully that there is no physical reality except for your experience of it, and that that's what reality is, that is what allows you to experience an expansion of your idea of reality as you experience an expansion of your idea of yourself. And that's what allows you to have the experience you call ascension.
So, how Bashar says the mechanism of reality works and how it ties into this formula of following your highest excitement is that when you take action on your highest excitement over and over with no expectation and taking it as far as you can, you're tuning your frequency, the frequency of your consciousness, to the highest possible state for you in this moment. So if you're in a fairly consistent state of genuine excitement and passion and happiness, then you're tuning yourself to a stream of parallel realities that is representative of excitement and passion and happiness. So you'll see these kind of things reflected back to you. In other words, good things will start happening in life, things that are joyful to you. You'll run into people that help you further your purpose in a meaningful way. You'll find yourself in situations that amplify your excitement even further. According to Bashar, this formula is a complete kit that is fully self-contained and fully takes care of itself, right? In large part through synchronicity, because of how the nature of reality works, where we're tuned into this higher vibration, the realities that we experience start to become reflections synchronistically of the vibration that we're putting out. So we might be like, okay, I can't do this because I'm gonna not have money, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, if we had followed our highest excitement with no expectation, we would have actually met up with someone at the cafe that we stopped into, because that was our highest excitement, that gave us a new job opportunity, or that provided us an experience of abundance in a way that had nothing to do with money. Like, oh, I actually own a mansion. I really enjoyed speaking with you. Do you want to come stay at my place for a little while? I actually need a caretaker or something. And all of a sudden, you followed your highest excitement in a situation that on some level you thought was going to be catastrophic because you were going to lose all your ability to, have money and take care of yourself and this and that. But you just stayed in the trust, let go of those expectations and followed it. And now you find yourself in a situation that actually has more abundance than you ever thought previously possible. And this is how it works, according to Bashar. And I know to a lot of people listening to this, the thought comes up, well, like, that's just kind of reckless magical thinking, that you think like, oh, everything's just going to work out. But my rebuttal to that is I really understand that. I really empathize with that. And have you tried it? Have you tried it? Because this is what kind of wrenches my heart in my own experience, is that it can be really hard to live this life that's so based in trust and excitement and no expectation, that basically no one does it. I actually know maybe 2 people in the world, maybe 2 or 3, that actually live life this way, and their lives are extremely abundant and extremely exciting, and I envy their existence because it's everything that I want in life, right? So normally when someone has a skeptical voice to this, the fact of the matter is you've not tried it because you're afraid, right? And so it's one thing if we all in mass would go out and live life this way and then determine, oh, everything just got effed up, let's not do this. That would be one thing. But in reality, almost no one tries it, and the people that do are the people that we end up looking up to the most. You know, everyone that we end up looking up to has taken more leaps of faith than almost anyone else, has followed their intuition, their gut instinct of what was right, gone against the grain more than anyone else, right? So the proof is kind of in the pudding. And the reason I said it's kind of heart-wrenching for me is because I want to live life like that so desperately, but I'm running up against a lot of my own survival fears, my own doubts, my own expectations, right? The step 2 of the formula really kind of gets to me. So that's something that I'm working through, is how can I cultivate more faith that in taking these steps, I will actually be supported along the way. The 2 things I have to say about that, if you're struggling with a similar thing, trying to apply this formula and live this kind of ecstatic, amazing life, is 1, I think that's where deeper spiritual understanding comes into play. When we truly start to, in meditation, realize that consciousness is fundamental, then the ideas of like fearing death start to dissipate more, because we realize that we're actually eternal consciousness and not simply limited bodies that need to watch out for their existence at all times. The other practical thing, besides deeper spiritual evolution, that is helpful is it's not a zero-sum game, right? You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to neglect your family responsibilities. You can build up your pursuit of following your highest excitement kind of on the side, right? You can build it up slowly on the side and let it kind of bleed into your life in a more gradual way. The last thing I'll say on this, the other challenge that I've run into that you might run into is when you have a lot of free time where you can be following your highest excitement, it's very easy, I've found, to get sucked into distractions like social media, whatever addiction of the day presents itself, and the short-term dopamine hits of that overshadow my highest excitement in a lot of moments. What I would say to that, and what I've been doing to help myself with that, is shift your environment in ways that overrides the need for your willpower. Like, force yourself to do the right thing. So that could be like having your Wi-Fi on a timer where like it just auto shuts off at 10, and like there are literal boxes that adults use, like self-respecting adults actually use this and recommend them, where you can lock your phone in a box that won't unlock until the timer expires. And things like that have been helpful for me. I'm also moving to a new city, and I'm actually getting a job so that I have less unstructured time, so that I can prioritize the free time that I do have with more valuable activities. So that's what's helped me so far. That is Bashar's formula for life that I'm very excited about. Follow your highest excitement in every moment with zero expectation of the outcome, taking it as far as you can go until you can take it no further. Period. If this was helpful for you, I'd appreciate if you would smack the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be posting more, and thank you for letting me share my heart and my excitement with you, and I'll be back again soon for another video. Yeah, subscribe if you're into this kind of like self-inquiry, spirituality, meaning of life type content. And yeah, thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.